Today's best music mix.
Free radio.
It's Ellie Goulding!
That's good. That's the best one I've ever heard.
There you go. Do you still spend much time in Hereford?
I try to. I recorded the album in Herefordshire. Yeah, in Whitney-on-Wye. You can tell from the album that I'm a country girl, definitely.
Right, okay. What's your favourite place there?
Favourite place? I actually really love LA, and I really like... Yeah.
That's not in Whitney-upon-Wye, though, is it? Or
No. I mean, are you talking in the world?
I'm talking about in Hereford,
in
really.
Hereford. Oh,
Yeah.
favourite place in Hereford. Oh, there's many.
Because we broadcast to Hereford, so I'm like bigging up the Hereford.
Oh, I thought you were talking...
What's your favourite place in Hereford? LA. Because your music suddenly skyrocketed over there.
Yeah.
Why has it suddenly taken... Well, it's taken them like a couple of years to twig.
Yeah, it's taken... Well, the song in the charts has taken 32 weeks to get to number one.
That's got to be the longest
It is.
lead-in
It's a
time
record.
ever.
It's a Billboard record.
Right.
I don't know why it's taken so long, because all the promo and stuff I did a long time ago.
So has it suddenly been featured in some sort of TV
No.
program? No?
No, I can't explain it. Everyone asks why I think. Instead of just being able to say like, oh yeah, because it was featured on, you know, I don't know, some sports thing. It just wasn't.
It's just slowly grown and grown and grown.
Yeah.
Do they like the whole royal wedding thing over there? Because I can imagine they like the Queen,
But then
don't they?
that kind of died down as well, because they were asking me about that when it happened. You know, I was getting requests from like People magazine and like US Weekly and all that kind of stuff, but then that died down. So around the time that they were literally obsessed with the royal wedding, like more obsessed than we were. So yeah, obviously that's when my name started floating around.
And how did you get approached for that? Was it a case of sending James Bond over in a chopper?
That was brilliant, wasn't it? And how much of a good sport is the Queen for wearing the same dress and everything? I thought that was amazing.
And for jumping out of the helicopter.
Yeah, true.
Who knew she did that?
Yeah, exactly. But I got a random phone call at one point, and then I introduced this person who was representing the royal couple, and he came down to watch rehearsals, and then the rest is
kind of history.
Yeah,
it's worked out well.
Yeah.
Did that help with Katy Perry tour? Because you've been supporting Katy Perry over in the States as well.
I did a week of tour with Katy Perry. That just came about because actually someone else had to pull out. Not that impressive. But I was actually going to do a tour with her long before, but I couldn't do it. So it sort of worked out really perfectly, because I was always going to tour with her.
Yeah. Did she let you have a go on her revolving spinning bra thing?
No, well, I looked at it
Right.
quite a few times. Yeah, she was talking to me while wearing it.
No. How do you focus on her face when she's got those things spinning around?
They weren't spinning at the time.
It's a shame. What about the squirty thing that pumps out the foam?
I've not heard of that one. She does pump out sweet candy flavoured air backstage. It sounds extravagant, but
It sounds lovely.
like arenas and stadiums can be so boring backstage, and I think that you have to sort of be inventive and start making it a bit more interesting.
I think
it's honestly so boring.
Did she pump it out everywhere? Was the smell around the whole
Yeah.
arena? That's great. That's a really clever idea.
It's clever because it just keeps everyone really uplifted. You just walk around going, yeah, it's really clever.
If your record company said to you, you know what, we're loving the music, but what we think you ought to do is get one of these, revolving, I don't know, stick you on a candy floss cloud and give you some sort of novelty revolving bra, what would you say to that sort of thing?
I'd be up for that.
Yeah?
In revolving bra, yeah. I'd be up for it. I think it's cool.
You're quite a clean-cut pop star, really, aren't you?
No.
No?
I don't know where you got that from.
Well, I just don't expect to sort of see you falling out of clubs at 3 a.m. with one of JLS on your arm or something like that.
Well, I was falling out of a club with Geordie Shore the other day. Does that count?
I saw that, yes. Is that kind of like your rock and roll moment? I'm just sort of thinking of like TV's out the window or anything like that.
No, but I think that's a different kind of rock and roll. That's an old school kind of. I think you can be rock and roll without sort of doing obvious stuff like that. You know?
So, what's your most rock and roll moment so far in the Ellie Goulding timeline? On Facebook,
know.
what would be the embarrassing moment?
On Facebook.
I don't know, in the timeline, you know.
Stuff, I know, stuff I can't really talk about on radio.
Brilliant. That's exactly what I want to hear.
Yeah. Sorry.
All right, okay. Now, you're really into your sport, aren't you? This is more the doing the sport rather than the watching of the sport. Or is it?
I like both, yeah. I
Okay.
mean, I loved watching the Olympics. It was really inspirational. I watched Bolt win literally while I was on the treadmill. So I sped it
Perfect.
up a little bit.
Yeah.
Apparently gym memberships have gone up since the Olympics,
Mm-hmm.
but then no one will use them probably. Because you always do that. A lot of my friends do that, buy gym membership and then just don't end up using it.
Yeah, normally at Christmas time when you're feeling a bit guilty, or New Year resolutions. Yeah.
Yeah. I like running a lot. That's my thing. I definitely need to start running more because I do sort of little bits of run. Like I do like 2 or 3 miles and then just kind of give up. So I need to get back into it again. I'm not at the top of my game at the moment.
What would you say your Olympic sport would be? Would it be a running sport? If
Yeah. It'd be like 200 metres or something.
Right, let's get on to your new album. I was trying to pronounce this earlier on.
Halcyon.
Halcyon,
Yeah. It's easy.
out October the 8th.
Yep.
I wonder how many people have to go to the dictionary, look that up and go, what does that mean?
It means peace and tranquility, and it just means like the good days, you know, the days of like, when everything was good. And so that this song Halcyon, I sing, it's going to be better. So like, I guess, you know, there's going to be better days again. It's quite like positive, hopeful.
Right. Yeah, because it's talking about better days, isn't it? But then I heard you describe the album as a breakup album. So it's like...
But only because someone like, you know, made me say that. I suppose it is a breakup album to an extent because when I started writing it, I went through a bit of a breakup, and that's you know, I naturally started writing songs about things that I was sad and confused and unhappy about. Yeah.
It seems to me that the best songs come from that sort of thing, though. If you're happy all the time, because I manage an artist as well, and when she's happy, you get nothing out of her. But when she's broken up with a boyfriend, or she's annoyed with her mum, or something's aggravating her, suddenly the great songs come out.
Yeah, that sounds about right. I think that's true for a lot of artists.
Yeah.
But, you know, my first single...
Anything could happen. Just tell us a little bit about it, and then we'll pop it on.
Well, I suppose it's very self-explanatory. I'm talking about just like having freedom all of a sudden, and I say, I'll give you everything you need, but I don't need you. And it's kind of... So this was a statement of like freedom and independence.
Ellie Goulding, lovely to meet you.
You too, thanks.
Free Radio.
Today's best music mix.
It's nice.